back to my channel, and today I am going to be doing a tutorial on this look I'm wearing right here. It's quite a blown out kind of matte pink eye with some silver glitter and quite a dark lip. It's quite sort of fun and festive, and I guess you could also always change the lip up for a lighter option if you were just going to wear this for the daytime, because I think maybe the glitter in the dark is a bit too much for like just a sort of daytime everyday look. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy this tutorial. It's also the last one in my series. It really is this time. I said before that my red one was the last one in my series, but it wasn't, because I filmed this before and it didn't really work and stuff, so it all got a bit messed up. But this really is the last one in my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette tutorial, but I'm sure this palette will be coming up in many tutorials to follow, because it is probably one of my favourite eyeshadow palettes that I own. If you want to see the makeup I'm wearing right now, then just carry on watching and you can see. Okay, so as you can see, I have done my eyebrows off camera because they are a little difficult to do on camera. I have actually started doing them a bit differently recently. I've started using like a bit of dark product, which is why they look so kind of like right now. Great description. So I am going to start off by priming my eyelids with a concealer, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to zoom you in so that you can actually see what I'm doing though. So let's go in and prime those lids. I'm using the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer to do this with, and this is obviously in the shade Porcelain, which is the lighter shade, but I think it's still a bit too dark for me, so I'm not sure really about it. I'm a little wary of this concealer still. Not been using it for that long, but... And then what I like to do is I just take a little flat brush like this, and I just like to carve out my eyebrow slightly. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go in with my sponge and I'm just going to blend that into my eyelid. So now that's done, I'm going to go off and do one eye off camera just so I know what I'm doing, and I will be back with one eye done after that. Okay, so I have done my other eye off camera and I've kind of come up with this really like blown out pink kind of eye with like silver glitter just in the inner corner and on the outside of the eyeliner. So yeah, I'm gonna take you through how to do it on this eye now. So I've left my brushes over there. Be a minute. So as you can see, I've put my sellotape on there just because I find it really hard doing eyeliner. So I haven't worked out how to do it without sellotape yet, so I've still got the sellotape guidance, and I'm going to start just by setting the primer with a powder. Doing this out of the mirror right now. That is scary. I am obviously going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take, where is it? This shade here, which is called Warm Taupe, and it's just a sort of, it's more cool toned than the others in the palette, but it's still quite warm, so it'll go with the pink really nicely. This is actually probably my favourite transition shade ever. And I'm just going to buff that basically all in the crease. And we want this to be really, really blown out, so doing it in big old circular motions is going to really help get that nice and diffused look. And then for the lid colour, as you can probably guess, I'm going to go in with this bright pink colour called Love Letter, which is just a really, like I said, really bright pink, and it's just really nice. The colours in this palette do look quite scary at first glance, but actually you can work with them and you can make them look really, really good. So I'm going to take this on a bit of a small fluffy crease brush, and this is the Morphe E17 brush, and I'm just going to take that first just into the crease to make blending a little bit easier later. And then I am going to take that same Love Letter shade again on a flat shader brush, and this is the Zoeva 234, and I'm just literally going to pack that all over the eyelid, bringing that right up into I have to say, I actually adore this colour. It's so pretty. Like, before getting this palette, I would never actually have gone out wearing a bright pink eyeshadow all over my eyelids, but actually this just is so nice. And then I'm going to take a tiny, tiny bit more of that Warm Taupe colour, and I'm just going to blend that out. just going to go in and quickly just re-intensify that colour on my lid. And then that is the eyeshadow done. It's actually a really simple eyeshadow look. Like literally anyone can do this. It's so easy. And then I'm going to go in with some liquid eyeliner and I'm going to do my winged liner. I don't know how this is going to go because I'm not very good at doing eyeliner on camera, and also this is dip liner I'm using now, like proper old liquid liner. I don't use my pen anymore. I'm still getting used to this, so this could be quite interesting, trying to do this on camera. Okay, but quick question, right? Anyone else with really sensitive eyes who uses this kind of eyeliner, when it gets in your inner corner, does it really sting? Because it does for me. My inner corner is actually on fire right now. I actually feel like that eyeliner went quite well, apart from the inner corner stinging issue. That's quite good eyeliner. Okay, I'm going to go in with my glitter. So for the glitter, which is the fun part, I am going to use the Collection 2000 Glam Crystals liner in the shade Glitz. This is kind of dry now, because I've had this for a long time, so we're going to have to see how this goes. I managed to make it work for that eye. So I always like to look down in the mirror when I'm doing something in my inner corner. Eee, glitter is on! Look at that, guys. Isn't that poppin'? I wear it to school. Like, that is how extra I am. Okay, and this is actually my favourite part of any makeup look. I'm going to take off the tape and see the masterpiece we've created. Okay, not bad, not bad. Could be worse, could be worse. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Anti-Age Concealer, I think this was. It's the one that everyone raves about, but I think this is actually a bit too dark for me, so we're going to have to try and see how this goes, because I tried it on this eye and it's slightly too dark, but I blended it, so it might, I don't know. You see what I mean? That's a bit too dark. Okay, I'm going to mix in with my other concealer. So I'm going to mix in the NYX one now, just there. We'll try and lighten it a bit. Ooh, oh dear. You would actually not believe how hard I'm hitting my face with this sponge right now. Very hard. Okay, you know what, I think that's just going to have to do. It's still slightly too dark, but that's fine. And then I'm just going to go in and set my under eye with a powder. Also, I'm really sorry for all the lighting changes right now. It's like evening and it's kind of going everywhere, really. And now we can do the under eye. I actually love doing my under eye, not gonna lie. So I'm going to take Love Letter again, the really bit bright pink one here, and I'm just going to run that on the same flat brush underneath my eye. Like so. And then I'm going to take the same big old fluffy blending brush that we used before. This is the NYX number 17 brush, and I'm just going to blend that out. And like I said before, I want this really like blown out and really sort of like diffused around the eye, so it creates a sort of halo almost. And then I'm going to do this little bit of glitter just along the wing of this eye. There we go, we've got the glitter going on both sides. And now I'm going to do my inner corner, and you can probably all guess I'm going to use the NYX Roll On Shimmer in the shade Platinum for this. And I'm just going to pop that in the inner corner. And then I'm going to use a tiny little pencil brush. This is the Morphe E24, just to blend that out slightly. And then just for some added glitter, what I like to do is I like to actually take the glitter straight from the tube on the brush and just literally pack that. Okay, and then just for a finishing touch on the eyes, I'm going to do my tight line and just a little bit on the inside of my waterline. Why is it not focusing properly? And then I am going to be completely extra and put some silver liner in my waterline just to brighten it all up a little bit. There we go. And that, my ladies and gentlemen, is the eyes done. Right, so face-wise, let's go. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and this is in the shade 100. And what I like to do is I like to take my finger, a clean one obviously, without any smudges on them, and I just kind of dot this around my face. I take my sponge and I just blend it because it looks like I've got a bit of an awkward case of something right now. The coverage of this, you can literally see, is insane. Like, if you look at this part of my face compared to this part and look at the difference in that, it's just amazing. And also, this is one foundation I found that actually matches my skin tone really well. Like before, I always said how the L'Oreal True Match C was the only foundation that actually matched my skin tone okay. Well, the rest of the drugstore brands, I'm afraid to say, are upping their game. They are actually bringing out polar foundations now, which is a dream for us because look at that colour match. So good. And now, because my face looks slightly flat, I'm going to contour a bit. For this, I'm going to use the Collection White Colour Eyebrow Kit, and I'm going to use the lighter shade in this because it's really cool toned and really just easy to contour with for pale people. I wasn't really sure about this foundation when I first started using it. I was kind of worried that the finish of it was almost too matte for me. Like, obviously I know it was marketed as a matte foundation, but it was almost like too flat. But I've kind of like been working on my contouring skills a little bit more, and I actually really like it. Like, it looks so nice. Then I go in with that same colour and I take a tiny little bit of it on a big fluffy brush like this. This is the Real Techniques Duo Fibre Face brush, and this one's the contour brush. I use a tiny bit of it and I just dust that over my cheeks. And then I do a little bit of this just on my temples as well. And you can just see the difference it makes in your face shape. Like, it just kind of warms everything up, gives you a little bit more dimension to your face. Yeah. Okay, and now we are going to move on to highlighter, which is my favourite part of makeup mostly. For highlighter, we're going to stick with this kind of pink theme we've got going on, and I'm going to use Benefit High Beam. The way I like to do this is just to put 3 dots of this on my cheekbones, and then I blend this out with a contour brush. Just creates a really nice kind of natural subtle glow. This brush, by the way, is a Zoeva 110 Face Shape brush. Because that is simply not enough highlighter for me, personally. You can leave it there if you want to, but I kind of like a bit more of a glow. I am going to use the Sleek Solstice kit, and I'm going to take these 2 shades here, which are called Subsolar and Equinox. And I just mix them in together and just pop that with the top of that cream, just to create a really, really like bright highlight. I'm going to pop a little bit more of Equinox just on my Cupid's bow. Oh, my voice went really weird just then. And now I'm going to do tiny bit of powder just on my T-zone to set everything in place. Move on to lips. So I was actually playing around with some different lip options for this look, but I'm just gonna stick with the dark pink theme, and I am first gonna go in with Soar lip pencil by MAC. Okay, right, now that that's done, I am going to finish off the eyes, and I'm just going to put some mascara on. So the mascara I'm using is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Luscious Mascara Richest Black. Not just black. And that is the finished look. So there you go. This is what it looks like, and I actually am a real fan of this. I wore this yesterday, I think, because it was my last day of school, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go all out with the glitter for this one. So I really hope you enjoyed this look. It's a bit different to my other tutorials I've done, so if you want to see more of this sort of thing, then make sure to hit the subscribe button, like, comment and subscribe like I just said, because it all really helps me out. And let me know other videos you'd like to see from me in the future, other tutorials and that sort of thing, and I will be sure to do them for you. I will see you all very soon. Bye! Sick one, mate. I hate myself. I can feel something in the inner corner of my eye, and I've actually got to sort it out.